So this thing just happened about a week ago. You had a man by the name of Saint Jean Romélien. Saint Jean Romélien. He was involved in the assassination of the former POHDH platform coordinator Daniel Dorsainvil and his wife Guerdi Larèche. Okay, so this guy, Tet Kale is his nickname. Tet Kale being bald head. And the political party right now that's in power is called the Bald Head Party. So I'm not for sure the affiliation with Tet Kale, the man, the gang leader, and Tet Kale, the political party. It does seem like Saint Jean Romélien, Tet Kale, he is a supporter of Michael Martelly. Okay, so let's say what he's done, all right? So he is involved in this assassination of these two people, Daniel Dorsainvil and Guerdi Larèche. And his wife, Guerdi Larèche, and Daniel Dorsainvil was probably assassinated, probably killed by this Saint Jean Romélien, who also goes by another name. There's Saint Jean Romélien, and then there's Junior Decimus. So Junior Decimus, Saint Jean Romélien, or Junior Decimus, also known as Tet Kale. So Tet Kale. So Tet Kale was killed. Tet Kale was killed about a week ago, but Tet Kale was in the custody of the government. He was in the National Penitentiary. So as soon as he is released, he is gunned down and shot. So was he a pit bull that the government sent out to go kill the rival gang leader? Was he an ally that they just tried to send him back on the streets to go after the rival gang leader? Or did they just not want to fuck with him anymore and they sent him out to go die? To be honest, he didn't really seem like that scary of a guy. He's got this reputation, and, anybody, I guess, could shoot somebody. But he looked very skinny. He looked like he was about 5 foot, 2 inches, about 100 pounds. They had a weird misshapen head. So for him to, focus on his bald head, I don't know. I guess looks can be deceiving, but he didn't seem like he was that big of a person. Maybe that's why he felt he needed to be bigger than what he actually was. He was arrested not last December, but the December before last, a year and a half ago. He was arrested at the St. Louverture airport. He was trying to leave. He was arrested by the Anti-Narcotics Brigade. He was going to go to Mexico after several hearings at the Central Directorate of Judicial Police, the DCPJ. His file was forwarded to the prosecutor's office of the Court of First Instance of Port-au-Prince, who, for his part, seized the investigation room for lead the investigation. During the arrest, the latter was in possession of a Haitian passport, 2 gray and black Galaxy S7 phones, a sum of $1,118, and a Copa Airlines flight ticket to Mexico with a stopover in Panama. This is not a huge gangster. He's only got $1,000. He's got 2 S7 phones, which I guess, those are expensive phones, but 2 phones and $1,000, and he's trying to get the hell out of Dodge, trying to go to Mexico, and then he's stopped by the Anti-Narcotics Brigade. So that's the war on drugs, the horrible, miserable failure that is the war on drugs. If anything, for Haiti, Haiti needs to legalize all drugs so they can start making some of that money. They should lead the pack in the entire world, not just in marijuana, but legalize it all. Legalize it all. But so he's arrested a year and a half ago at the airport. So he's trying to go to Mexico. He only had $1,000, 2 phones, a ticket to Mexico, and then that's it. And now he's getting all these charges, so he's been held for about a year and a half. He was released following an order signed by the government commissioner, Mr. Ocname C. Daméus. Ocname C. Daméus, dated June 8th, 2018. So he was in the National Penitentiary, and they said that for lack of evidence, they had to release him. I am very skeptical about that, but it was Ocname C. Daméus, and I'll put all these names in the description. So he's released June 8th, 2018, and then he was just killed about a week ago. So he was only out for about a month before eventually he got shot. And then the way that he got shot was very suspicious too. It's the way you would shoot somebody if you were trying to ruin their reputation. They said that he got shot by a sniper bullet in the butthole, in the anus. They specifically said in the anus. And so even though that sucks, right, to be the person who gets shot in the butthole, like how, you know, that's how you're going to die, is that you got shot in the butthole. But what kind of killer shoots somebody in the butthole? You know, you're trying to shoot somebody, you would think that, you know, some kind of chest or head shot would be the most effective way. But instead they waited for him to turn around and then shot him in the butthole. And then walked away and was like, ha ha, I got him, you know, and went back and told whoever, you know, his boss was, whether it was the government or the rival gang leader, hey, I got him, I get that Tet Kale guy, I shot him in the butthole. So that's not a good shot. That's not something they should be proud of, but it does sound like that would be a story that would be repeated just to make him, you know, sound like he went out like a bitch, right? Which, if you get, you know, shot and killed in any way, there's really no nice way to go out. Yeah. So they said that some people said he's part of the honest people of the country, despite all the charges brought against his character. So then they released him back into the wild. They whitened him from any suspicion. So St. Jean Romélien, Junior Decimus, a.k.a. Junior Decimus, a.k.a. St. Jean Romélien, a.k.a. Tet Kale. He was killed in the Touye neighborhood. He lost his life after he caught a bullet in his butt. Monsieur Pran Yan Bal Nandaye from a sniper at a distance. Judge Brédy Fabien released Tet Kale, according to him, for lack of evidence. So there's two things. There's an order by the government commissioner, Ocname C, and then there was this other guy, Judge Brédy Fabien. So Judge Brédy Fabien and Ocname C would be the two people that would know why he was truly released. Was he released as a rabid dog to go after the enemies, or were they just sick of handling him and they said just send him back out there and just let the wild take care of him? Or maybe they had the sniper was one of their guys, you know, and that sucks. That this story comes out and you really don't know what the fuck happened. The corruption is so rampant. Was he killed because he was going after the bad rival gang leaders? Was he killed because he was bad himself and the government had set him up and so they just released him just so they could kill him? We don't know. We don't know. And so they said it's one of the presumed gang leaders of the Grand Ravine neighborhood, Martissant. Has died from a gunshot wound. He was released from prison June 11th after that order by the commissioner, Ocname C. and the judge was Brédy Fabien. So those would be your government officials that if you want to say, hey, what's up with that? You know, you can talk to them. Zealous supporter that says that he was a zealous supporter of Michael Martelly, which is interesting because Martelly just got the hell out of Dodge in Haiti, so there's a bunch of riots that had happened about 5 or 6 days since they raised gas prices up 30 to 60%. Gas is $5 a gallon in Haiti right now. $5 Americans would be on the verge of rioting if you try to make gas $5 a gallon here. And so the fact that they had initiated this tax, and then after all the violence that happened, 7 people got killed, and they undone the tax. So they're against the taxes on gasoline. The Haitian people's against the taxes on gasoline. And they're against it being $5 a gallon, which I'm going to talk about later on. But after all that turmoil, Michael Martelly took off. Michael Martelly flew out of the country. So that's interesting, right? Tet Kale is getting killed. Michael Martelly, it looks like he's running away from the turmoil that is happening in Haiti. He doesn't want to get hurt for it. So he is a capitalist, and it is his political party that's in power now. So I don't know why he would actually run away. I don't think he should run away. I think Michael Martelly could become president again of Haiti in 2022. He can't succeed himself, but he could run again later on, and he's been president before, so that means, you know, he's got that presidential glint. Anyways, so that's, let's see, Tet Kale killed the Touye neighborhood, Grand Ravine neighborhood, Martissant. He had strong contacts in the other camp. They were receiving visits from officials or candidates from the best of the middle Haitian politics. According to the former Lieutenant Burgundy, Tet Kale, since his liberation, he's allied himself with the rival gang of Touye. led by Chrysler, with the mission of annihilating the soldiers of Grand Ravine on the orders of the politicians in power. So there's what Burgundy, who was his former lieutenant. So it says that Tet Kale come out, and he wasn't with the Tet Kale no more. He was again with the T-Boy, the Chrysler, the rival gang of T-Boy. So he went with Chrysler to annihilate the soldiers of the Grand Ravine. So he was released to go after his own people on the orders of the politicians in power. Then the Burgundy, who was very happy, is like, he tried to trap us, but we smartly stuck him in the Grand Ravine high school. Tet Kale received projectiles. He was taken to the Martissant hospital. He was not received and finally succumbed to his injuries, according to the information we collected. So his former lieutenant, Burgundy, and who the hell is writing all this? How they get all this information? This is remarkable. They basically admitted that they had trapped him in a high school, and then that's when they shot him, and that they had said that he used to be, you know, one of their boys, but then he went with the rival gang. So he's going with Chrysler. So I don't know. Maybe he felt betrayed by his own people, by his own boys, and now he's going to fight with the rival gang Chrysler to try to take back the neighborhood or something. But that failed. So Burgundy, it almost seems like Burgundy is taking credit for it. He seems jubilant. It says a jubilant Burgundy. So that's all the information I have. Essentially, just with that last piece of information there, it was his rival. It was his own people that killed him. It was his own gang members that either had turned him in or he felt betrayed by. And when he was released, he's out there fighting with Chrysler. And so his own people, with Burgundy, didn't like that he's fighting with the opposition. First, you know, maybe they had some falling out, and now you're fighting with the enemies to go after your former, you know, colleagues, your former comrades, the soldiers of the Grand Ravine. And it says, on the orders of the politicians in power. So they're saying, according to Burgundy, that the judges and the politicians in power released him to do this thing as a pit bull, as a rabid pit bull, to go after their own enemies. And instead of that working, it failed. So I would say they probably say, c'est la vie, the politicians in power. They try to do this thing. Let's send this wild pit bull out to go kill this other wild pit bull. And then the first pit bull dies. So then they're like, well, time to go with plan B. So that's what I would guess had happened, right? Sent out to go fight and possibly get killed as an ally. He could have just been sent out to get killed. That doesn't seem likely. They're saying they didn't have evidence, and he did kill people, so it's hard to, you know, what are you supposed to do with that? But if he agreed to a mission, I don't know if they gave him weapons or how they helped him, or if they just released him. You know, it sucks. We don't know what happened. So he could have been sent out to get killed as an enemy. I think he was sent out to get killed as an ally. And the Martelli family, I wonder what that is all about. The Martelli family, he is not popular in Haiti. He can run, you know, again for 2022, but I was wondering, maybe this is a message to Martelli somehow, that you have this man going around calling himself Tet Kale, and then he got shot, and so even though he's not a member of Tet Kale, just the symbolism of a person named Tet Kale getting shot, it could be the symbolic representation of the political party going down. So, and the president, Jovenel Moises Tet Kale, the successor of Martelli's political party. So the last point I want to make, if you're Tet Kale and you're rich, you can become president. But if you're Tet Kale and you're poor, then you'll get Touye Mo. You'll get shot dead. So, rich Tet Kale, you become president. Po Tet Kale, get Touye Mo. So, that's you know, I don't even know the guy to say R.I.P., but he's dead now. So that's the story. That's the death, the story of the death of Tet Kale, a.k.a. Saint Jean Romélien, a.k.a. Junior Decimus. And I'm John Masters out of Colorado.